Ay, ay. Beatissimo Padre, Most Holy Father, before you are the representatives of the bishops, priests.
Cardinal Luis Antonio Tagle, one of the Catholic Church's most beloved figures, has been removed from his leadership role. Why? What shocking revelations led Pope Francis to make this bold move, and could it change the path to the next papacy? This stunning decision has rocked the Vatican as the entire leadership of Caritas Internationalis was dismissed in a push for reform. But the real story behind this move might surprise you.
Most Holy Father, in the name of the Archdiocese of Manila, of the millions of Filipinos here gathered tonight,
the Vatican's announcement stunned the Catholic world. Cardinal Luis Antonio Tagle, often called the Asian Francis and considered a potential future pope, was out as President of Caritas Internationalis. Along with him, the entire leadership team was dismissed after external experts found serious problems in how the organization was run. But what exactly happened? Let's break down this extraordinary situation. The Vatican ordered an independent review of Caritas Internationalis, which oversees 162 Catholic relief organizations working in 200 countries. The review focused on the workplace environment and management practices. While they found no evidence of sexual misconduct or financial wrongdoing, the investigators discovered serious issues that needed immediate attention. The problems centered on poor management practices and procedures that were hurting team morale and effectiveness. The organization, which handles millions of euros in donations and aid money, wasn't operating as efficiently as it should. The real story behind the headlines. Here's where the story takes an unexpected turn. Despite dramatic headlines suggesting Cardinal Tagle was kicked out or banned, the truth is more nuanced. Evidence suggests that Cardinal Tagle himself may have initiated the performance audit, knowing his term as president would end in 2023. In fact, rather than being fired in disgrace, Cardinal Tagle was the one who presented the papal decree announcing the leadership changes. Pope Francis even appointed him as President Emeritus to help with the transition. Who is Cardinal Luis Antonio Tagle? To understand why this story matters so much, we need to know more about Cardinal Tagle himself. Born in Manila, Philippines, Tagle's journey from humble beginnings to one of the highest positions in the Catholic Church is remarkable. Growing up in Manila's busy streets, young Luis initially wanted to become a doctor to help people. Instead, he found his calling in the priesthood. His exceptional intelligence and genuine care for others helped him excel in his studies at the prestigious Ateneo de Manila University. Tagle's rise in the church was meteoric. After becoming a priest in 1982, he served as a seminary professor and spiritual director. In 2001, Pope John Paul II named him Bishop of Imus. His big breakthrough came in 2011 when Pope Benedict XVI appointed him Archbishop of Manila. Known for his warm personality and ability to connect with people, Tagle quickly became one of the most popular figures in the Catholic Church. His commitment to helping the poor and his deep understanding of theology earned him admirers worldwide. The next pope? This brings us to one of the most intriguing questions. Could Cardinal Tagle become the next pope? Many Vatican observers think he's a strong contender, and here's why. 1. He shares many of Pope Francis's progressive views. 2. He's from Asia, where the Catholic Church is growing rapidly. 3. He's known for his excellent communication skills and emotional intelligence. 4. At a relatively young age for a cardinal, he has extensive experience in church leadership. Several significant challenges stand in the way of Cardinal Tagle's potential path to the papacy. Conservative critics within the church have expressed concerns about his progressive leanings, worried that his views align too closely with Pope Francis's reformist agenda and could push the church further in what they consider a liberal direction. Another point of concern is his relatively limited experience in Vatican administration, with some arguing that he hasn't spent enough time in Rome to fully grasp the complexities of managing the Roman Curia. The changing demographics of the Catholic Church present another challenge, as the rapid growth of Catholicism in Africa and Latin America has led to strong candidates emerging from these regions, potentially diminishing the strategic importance of selecting an Asian pope. Additionally, his Filipino nationality introduces geopolitical complications, particularly regarding the Vatican's delicate relationship with China, as having a Filipino pope could potentially strain diplomatic ties between the Holy See and Beijing. Let's return to the Caritas situation. After the leadership change, Pope Francis appointed Pier Francesco Pinelli, a management expert with Jesuit training, as temporary administrator. The goal wasn't to punish anyone, but to improve the organization's effectiveness in helping the poor and vulnerable. Caritas Internationalis is a massive operation. According to their 2020 report, they generated over 5 million euros in income. About half came from membership fees and contributions, while the rest came from external donors. The Vatican confirmed that the money was managed properly. The issues were with management and procedures, not finances. In a move that showed his character, Cardinal Tagle handled the situation with grace and humility. At the handover conference in Rome, he emphasized 3 important points. During the handover conference in Rome, Cardinal Tagle addressed the swirling rumors head-on with a clear and emphatic message. He stressed repeatedly that the leadership changes at Caritas Internationalis had nothing to do with sexual harassment or abuse, and firmly stated that no financial mismanagement had occurred within the organization. Instead, he framed the transition as a positive development, an opportunity for Caritas to improve its operations and undergo a period of renewal. His candid approach and focus on the future demonstrated his commitment to transparency, while maintaining the organization's dignity during this significant change. By addressing these potential concerns directly and reframing the situation as a chance for growth, Tagle helped shift the narrative from one of crisis to one of positive transformation. He even thanked the outgoing leadership team and called for unity in moving forward. This situation highlights bigger changes happening in the Catholic Church. Under Pope Francis, there's been a push for 1. More transparency in church operations. 2. Better management of Catholic institutions. 3. Greater focus on serving the poor and vulnerable. 4. More diverse leadership from different parts of the world. The Caritas leadership change shows how the Catholic Church is trying to modernize its operations while staying true to its mission. It's not about scandal or punishment, but about making Catholic organizations more effective in helping people. Far from being banned, Cardinal Tagle continues to hold important positions in the Vatican. He serves as pro-prefect for the section of evangelization within the dicastery for evangelization, a position directly under Pope Francis. He's also the first Filipino to become a cardinal bishop, one of the highest ranks in the church. The Caritas situation shows how the Catholic Church is changing. It's becoming more professional in how it manages its organizations while trying to stay focused on its spiritual mission. Cardinal Tagle remains a respected figure who could play an even bigger role in the Church's future. This story teaches us several important lessons. 1. Headlines don't always tell the full story. 2. Change, even when difficult, can lead to improvement. 3. Leadership requires both compassion and effective management. 4. The Catholic Church is evolving to meet modern challenges. As Caritas Internationalis moves forward under new leadership, the organization continues its vital work helping people in need around the world. Meanwhile, Cardinal Tagle remains one of the most influential figures in the Catholic Church, potentially positioned to play an even more important role in its future. The story of Cardinal Tagle and Caritas Internationalis isn't one of scandal or punishment, but of renewal and improvement. It shows how the Catholic Church is working to better serve its mission in the modern world, while leaders like Cardinal Tagle continue to shape its future. Whether or not he becomes the next pope, Cardinal Tagle's influence on the Catholic Church continues to grow. His story reminds us that sometimes what looks like a setback can actually be part of a bigger plan for positive change. What do you think about these changes in the Catholic Church? How might they affect its future? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more updates on important religious news and developments.